Headlines first. Manipur pays tribute to Jananita Hijam Irabot on his birth anniversary. Observations held at various places across the state. Former Chief Minister Biren Singh commends for the need of cumulative support and understanding of all political and CSO leaders of the state to end the Manipur crisis. Need to praise and uphold the ideals of Lamyanba Hijam Irabot, who sacrificed everything for the sake of his land and people, SSUM. 16 Kugizo border chiefs declare non-cooperation over Indo-Myanmar France project. Indigo's Mumbai to Delhi flight gets bomb threat. Hello, good evening and welcome to ELITETV English News at 6 prime time. This is Somirin Kasar bringing you the latest news. Now the news and details. State Manipur today paid its highest respect and tribute to Jananita Hijam Irabot on his birth anniversary, which was held at the Irabot Square in Imphal. On the occasion of Jananita Irabot Day, Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bhala paid heartfelt tributes to the legendary freedom fighter and social reformer Hijam Irabot Singh, reaffirming his vision for a society rooted in unity, progress and empowerment. Addressing the gathering, Governor Ajay Kumar Bhala said that on Jananita Irabot Day, we remember the visionary leader, social reformer and freedom fighter whose dedication to social justice and the welfare of the people of Manipur continues to inspire generations, and added that we should reflect on his contributions and commit to building a society grounded in unity, progress and empowerment. Hijam Irabot Singh is remembered as a champion of the poor, peasants and workers who dedicated his life to equality and social justice. His legacy continues to resonate across the state. Manipur's former Chief Minister Biren Singh also attended the state-level observation of the birth anniversary of Manipur's pioneer freedom fighter late Lamyanba Hijam Irabot. On the occasion, former Chief Minister Biren Singh stated that the title Nita itself is a testimony of who Hijam Irabot was. He stated that Lamyanba Hijam Irabot was a true patriot who loved not only his motherland but also his people and wished to promote mutual love and cooperation among all indigenous people of the state Manipur. He further commanded that all political and CSO leaders of the state must settle for a common dialogue and understanding to bring peace by resolving the current burning issues in the state. He further stressed that the cumulative support and mutual understanding among all the stakeholders of the state is very much essential for bringing back peace and normalcy in the state. He continued that the present situation is a turning point of the state Manipur and added that this situation must be used wisely for a better future of the coming generations of the state Manipur.
Paikal ibat tauriba thabak simbuda summi natraga lali hai khana biraga summagana isudu da summi na samina lalagana lali du karai deno na aran badu da takpire daga sum thokna ba khona daga Manipur kalona ba zati indigenous peoples in kalona ba khona minasi adugumba neta Irabot na pamjaramba Manipur adugumba man neta Irabot na pamjaramba Bharat adugumba neta Irabot na pamjaramba awang no Bharat ki sakdam do ekoi amona ngasi ko kuno mistake session lakanda koi hunna ba toksi political platform na pangangang na ba toksi.
Socialist Students Union Manipur SSUM also observed the 129th birth anniversary of Lamyanba Hijam Irabot, which was held at the relief camp opened at the old DC office, Lokoibat under Bishnupur district. Speaking on the occasion, SSUM President as Yaima expressed that the people of Manipur needs to cherish and uphold the ideals and principles of Lamyanba Hijam Irabot, who was selfless and who sacrificed everything for the sake of his land and people. He stressed that today's young students need to learn from the life of Manipur's pioneer Jananita Hijam Irabot, who relentlessly worked towards the betterment and unification of the indigenous people of the state. Speaking further on the occasion, SSUM President as Yaima continued that following the footsteps of the Jananita Hijam Irabot, whose one of the ideologies was to help the needy and the distressed, SSUM will continue to support the internally displaced person who are taking shelter at various relief camps since the outbreak of the current crisis, which sparked off on 3rd May 2023, and who have been rendered unable to return back to their native places.
Lamnamde Irabot na pamzaramba miyamgi damakta karigumba kharator su mateng tauba ngamnana bamana khanjaramba wakhalon dudai dudai yumpham oizarakanda union asina kumza 2023 dagi hauraiba asigumba thohaningdaba thaudoksina maram oraganda tongan ba mitaigi mayum thadokanda leiriba adugumba imaivel sing ichilinau sing punamak sidaisida union asina karigumba kharator su aikoi mateng pangzaba ngamnanaba honazabani.
Meanwhile, Republican Party of India at Wale Manipur State Committee also observed the 129th birth anniversary of Lamyanba Hijam Irabot. Addressing the gathering, Republican Party of India at Wale Manipur State Committee, Vice President Sapamcha Kanglepal has expressed that a new revolution and change will usher in the state Manipur only when the youth of the state follow and adopt the ideals and principles of pioneer Lamyanba Hijam Irabot. During today's observation, which was held at the RPI at Wale Manipur State Unit Office at Kishampat, Sapamcha Kanglepal further stated that speaking and discussing on the life of Lamyanba Hijam Irabot for 1 hour, we cannot have a complete understanding of all the teachings, ideologies and principles of Lamyanba Hijam Irabot. He added that it is well known to all that Lamyanba Hijam Irabot was pioneer in varied fields including social reformation, patriotism, poetry and drama. He stressed that need of today's youth to think and discuss on the teaching and footsteps of this great leader of Manipur.
Nasigi leriba kayak myam singse sagat na bohonor po matamda pioneer waramba mangjil thaba waramba adugumba luchingba mani haitare Lamyanba Hijam Irabot sina khwaidagi adugumba ingoda maru oiba luchingba mani naina ngasibaw to luxury haitare aduna hausi 1948 October tang 19 da Lamyanba Hijam Irabot na iramba jero lamada miyamgi kholaudi miyamgi lenga aming vibe sini habdo mado ekoi ngasi ningsami nabam changi.
Furthermore, Kangle Indigenous Martial Arts and Cultural Society KMAX also took part in celebrating the 129th birth anniversary of Lamyanba Hijam Irabot, which was held today at Maharaja Bodhachandra College at Palace Compound. During today's observation, which was held on the theme of "Let us save ourselves for the future generation," Rajya Member of Parliament Leshemba Sanachoba expressed that we all must be sincere and honest in fulfilling the dreams and aspirations of Lamyanba Hijam Irabot, who dreamed of a prosperous and unified Manipur. Along the sidelines of today's event, the grand finale round of second KMAX state level inter-school Manipur Dance Competition 2025 and second Kimax Felicitation Ceremony 2025 was also held. Today's event was also attended by Lamlai Assembly Constituency, MLA-KH, Ipomcha, Department of Arts and Culture, Government of Manipur Joint Director, Mrinashri Mairembam, Manipur State Kala Academia Deputy Secretary DDM Kesham Rajumani, Utra Shangleng, Sana Konung Angom Ningto Angom Poraiton, and Kimex President Ningto Jam Ajit Kumar.
The future of my SIM China, Yumbi over Doriba, Yumbi over Doriba, Sassin, Nahassin, as a nationalism. Hamosan na may ibang sibig ito hap kagadi ko Manipur sa future sa yang apaba right future ma ko gani ha bi wakalot do ngon dalay jay silibat hawam siya na matang say konsumaram say na manilot mamisi tay adubo hamosan bi wal ko
Ben Alfred Kangleipa Communist Party KCP Daipanganba Group has also observed the 129th birth anniversary of Lamyanba Hijam Irabot today at the group's general headquarters. The observation was also held at various other branches and mobile units, including 59th Battalion, 401 Battalion. During the observation, floral tributes were offered to the photograph of late Lamyanba Hijam Irabot. Members and volunteers of the Kadangban Part 1 and 2 Mera Loops today staged a sit-in protest demanding immediate release of one Sanasam Sanatomba alias Nauton, who was arrested by the security personnel from Kadangban Part 2 Mayay Lekha yesterday. During today's sit-in protest, Kadangban Apunba Nupi Loop Secretary Ilangban Ongbi Shanti Lema stated that the action of security forces arresting innocent Métis individuals alleging false charges is not acceptable. She added that if such actions of the state forces, of the security forces continue, they can no longer defend the Métis villages from further attacks by illegal Kuki militants and demanded that all residents of the area be arrested as well. Protesters raised various slogans condemning arrest of innocent civilians and actions of security forces. They demanded that the arrested Sanasam Sanatomba alias Nauton, who is working as a local driver for supporting his family, must be released unconditionally at the earliest. In expressing dissatisfaction against the government of India's border fencing initiative, 16 Kuki-Zo village chiefs along the Indo-Myanmar border have declared total non-cooperation, demanding that no land compensation or negotiations proceed until their political demands are addressed and peace is restored in Manipur. The chiefs pointed out that the repeated representations, including press releases, memorandum and rallies by the Kuki-Zo community, have gone largely unheeded. They also reference similar objections raised by the United Naga Council, UNC, which met government officials without achieving any consensus. Under the policy of non-cooperation, the chief announced that they will not accept land compensation, participate in negotiation, or recognize ongoing fencing activities until political solutions are implemented. They further demanded that the immediate suspension of construction work and the withdrawal of forces and equipment from affected villages to prevent further conflict. Security forces arrested 2 passengers at Imphal Airport on Monday, September 29, after recovering a large quantity of cannabis concealed in their luggage. According to officials, a total of 21.420 kilograms of cannabis were seized during this security screening process. The arrested individuals have been identified as Lashram Vikash Singh, age 20, a resident of Nagamapal, Lamabam Lekha in Imphal West District, and Ngabam Nelson Meiti, age 19, hailing from Takyal Kolom Lekai, Takyal Mapal, also in Imphal West. Both accused were immediately taken into custody and handed over to the concerned authorities for further legal actions. Investigations are underway to ascertain the source and intended destinations of the contraband. Authorities highlighted that the seizure underscores the vigilance of security personnel at the airport in preventing the trafficking of illegal substances. Stay with us, we'll be right back after a very short break. Don't forget you're watching Elite TV.
Malemgi thakta lamdam asigi leidiba art amasung culture bu ai isana oza guru sing kaya amadagi tamjaraktuna khitangda oirabasu mayamda puthokchaba ngamjaba si ai yamna laibak phabani haina aina khanjai ai samak Benita Laishram Manipuri folk performer art amasung culture na lamdam amagi saktakpagum ai isana isagi saktakpagi maram ama oriba voting right pu matang matam chana sizinaba asi yamna fabra haina khanjai lakliba October gitang ama faubada adomna chahi 19 mapung habiba thoklabadi voter list ming sungsoi soidana chansinbiyu amasung citizen ama oibagi voting right lobiyu manak nakba voter facilitation center da chatpiduna ming chansinbiyu wood level officer electoral registration officer natraga district election officer ga unabiraga registration tobibasu yagani voter service portal natraga voter helpline app sizinabiraga process asi tobibasu yagani. I'm counted in, are you?
Rural Engineering Department, Manipur State Rural Roads Development Agency (MSRRDA) notice inviting e-tender RT. The Chief Engineer, Rural Engineering Department, Manipur State Rural Roads Development Agency, on behalf of Governor of Manipur, invites percentage bids through e-procurement for e-tender of 55 routes under Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana PMGSY 3 Batch 1 2023-24 in Manipur State. NIT number 5/16/2024 MSRRDA e-tender PMGSY 3 B1 2023-2024 NIT 2 RT that Infal the 11th September 2025. The bid forms and other details can be obtained from the website www.pmgsytendersman.gov.in with effect from 10 a.m. of 17/9/2025. KH Tembasing, Chief Engineer cum EO, RED MSRRDA Manipur. Humfugani Suba Irengbam Chauren Mapok Nimit Ning Sing Tharam Irengbam Chauren Memorial Trust ICMT na Sinduna Lakadoriba October Taranithoi English and Kungamanga Nongmaizing Nimit Ke Yupung Tarama Toiding in Apungani Taba Fobada Political Status of Manipur English and Chamapan Nifutarit Tagina English and Magachamapan Nifumapan Hyper Topic Asida Irengbam Chauren Memorial Essay Writing Competition English and Kungamanga Pangtok Lagani Medium English Manipuri Mayday Bengali script, English Romance script, form gimaman lupa yankai, free for internally displaced person. Mafamna category A da Catholic School Kanchipur, category B na Standard Robert Higher Secondary School Kanchipur ni. Haidiba competition asige price asina category A class 8 gina 10 amadi category B gina class 11 gina mathak. First position Taraklaba Singda Lupali Singh Kun Amadi certificate. Second position da Lupali Singh Taramanga Amadi certificate. Third position da Lupali Singh Tara Amadi certificate. Luinana 7 consolation prize da Lupali Singh Ahum Amadi certificate ni. Form available at Manipuri Students Federation MSF Head Office Kwakaitel Thanazam Nikai opposite to Tidim Ground. www.icmtm.com and institution. Pharmacy Thazan Bigi Aroiba Nimitna October Ama English Sanganiga Kungamanga Natragana MSF Office or concerned institution-singda. For any official query, please contact 936669467 natraga 7085935098. General Secretary Irabot Chauren Memorial Trust.
Welcome back from the break. Thank you for being with us once again. Our next top story begins with security forces apprehended 3 active cutters of different proscribed outfits for various parts of Manipur on Monday, September 29. In the first operation, an active member of Kangle Yawol Kanalu, KYKL, identified as Urikinbam Pramjit Singh, 41, a resident of Lamjau Mayai Lekai, Kakching district, was arrested from Pauna Bazar. He was reportedly involved in extortion activities targeting shops and the general public in the valley areas. In a separate action, security forces arrested an active cutter of Revolutionary People's Front and People's Liberation Army Sanasam Sanatomba Singh alias Nauton, 54, from his residence in Kadangbang Mayai Lekai under Lomshang Police Station, Imphal West District. During the search, security forces seized 2 INSAS LMG magazines, 2 camouflage helmets, 5 bulletproof plates, 4 bulletproof vests, and 1 mobile phone from his possession. Banned outfit Socialist Revolutionary Party SOREPA Kangleipa on the eve of its foundation day, which falls on 1st October, has extended its greetings and best wishes to the people of Manipur. The outfit in the release issued today has also highlighted and raised the questions as to why the government of India and its followers are inciting and sowing seeds of communal hatred and ethnic clashes in the state Manipur and other parts of Asia. SOREPA further highlighted the impacts of non-colonialism, settlers self-colonialism, which the state Manipur is currently facing due to the evil tactics of selfish political leaders of mainland India. On the eve of the foundation, SOREPA has appealed to all work towards a common goal, liberating the oppressed, the suppressed classes of the society which have fallen prey and victims in the hands of the divisive forces of the government of India, and stress that only the mothers, learned scholars, teachers, students, and youth of the state can work together to save our coming future generation from total devastations and extinctions. The second DCE Inter-School Chess Tournament 2025, which is being held at the Heritage Convent School, Irabot, Bachas Pati Lekai, under the supervision of Manipur Chess Association, today come to a close. After 3 days events, the closing ceremony of 3 days events has been attended by Manipur Legislative Assembly Speaker Thokjom Satyabrata Singh, Social Worker Aribam Amarjit Sharma, and Department of Psychiatry RIMS Associate Professor Dr. Sanjam Gojendro Singh. This year, player TH Lingjel Lema also have a piano performance in connection with the closing ceremony of the tournament. Winners of the 3 different categories of the tournament were also felicitated during the closing ceremony. An Indigo flight from Mumbai to the national capital received a bomb threat on Tuesday, September 30 morning. According to a source, a security threat was notified on board Indigo Flight 6E762 operating from Mumbai to Delhi on Tuesday, September 30, an Indigo spokesperson said. Flight 6E762, carrying approximately 200 passengers, was subjected to a full emergency alert at Delhi airport after security agencies determined the threat to be non-specific, the source told the news agency PTI. The Airbus 321 new aircraft landed safely at 7:53 a.m. according to flight tracking data from flightradar24.com. Prime Minister Narendra Modi welcomed the 20-point peace proposal for Gaza that was announced by the U.S. President Donald Trump on Monday, September 29, 2025. The peace proposal for Gaza aims to end the war between the Israel and Hamas militant and requires the return of all hostages living and dead within 72 hours of the ceasefire. U.S. President Donald Trump issued a 20-point plan seeking to achieve the Gaza peace end goal on Monday, U.S. time. The 79-year-old American leader, reiterating his stance as a peacemaker, suggested that he was very close to ending the nearly 2-year conflict that has resulted in a devastating death toll across the borders. Trump's declaration was published during a meet-up between the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. As part of his decision, the MAGA leader were to allow the Israeli military to carry out its continued actions unless Hamas bows to the proposal, which includes releasing of all hostages and demilitarizing Gaza. Although the group has yet to agree to it, Netanyahu has given his full support to Trump's plan. Meanwhile, diplomatic sources have told Al Jazeera that Hamas negotiating team is studying the U.S. President Donald Trump's 20-point plan to end Israel's war on Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said he agreed to the plan in a news briefing with Trump at the White House as Israeli forces continue to escalate attacks on the Gaza Strip, killing at least 30 people since dawn. For ELITETV News channel, contact at email address info@elitetv.in or 94028900982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, a very quick recap of the headlines once again. Manipur pays tribute to Jananita Hijam Irabot on his birth anniversary observations held at various places across the state. Former Chief Minister Biren Singh commands for the need of cumulative support and understanding of all political and CSO leaders of the state to end the Manipur crisis. Need to praise and uphold the ideals of Lamyanba Hijam Irabot, who sacrificed everything for the sake of his land and people, as SSUM. Kukizo border chief declared non-cooperation over Indo-Myanmar fence project. Indigo's Mumbai to Delhi base flight gets bomb threat. In this edition of Bulletin, for more updates like this, please keep watching ELITETV. Stay safe, stay informed. Good night.